serene. It's 3 to 4 feet taller than reality. Its ropes are red, white, and blue. Its platform is blank stretched canvas. Commentators say it's built for a man. Promoters say there's room for my competitor and I. There's gloves and coaches and centers and punches, strategy, knockout, blood, sweat, and tears. Entrepreneurship is a boxing match. We, the women, know how to stay light on our feet. We slide through insecurity. We shuffle through sexual harassment. Me too. We dip and block, duck and land. Then suddenly, the predefined role of woman calls our name. Wife, feminist, mother, grandma, cook, auntie, babysitter, nasty woman, pow, right in the kisser. I lose balance, fall. Face against platform. I heard my ego crack when I realized that my male competitor has more mirrors in his dressing room. Commentators say, you're a woman, this is not your place. The referee counts down. You don't belong here. Stay down, he shouts. VCs fund people who look like them and I don't look like them. I didn't learn how to box in school. My parents are not boxers. Never learned how to coach or train. My life is just a corner. The referee shouts, 8, 7, 6. I breathe. This game is rigged. But I'm the only species on earth that can bleed for a month and not die. I am badass. Even if I bow out and get a corporate job, I would still make less than the man lording over my remains on this platform. 5, 4, 3, get up, shouty. Pin a Nike commercial to your memory. Remember that you don't get in where you fit in until you get in, because fitting in is about character and getting in is about access. You're already in the match. Get up. Bite the hand that feeds you. Burn the bridges you never want to cross again. You got this. Slide, duck, jab, land. And remember, entrepreneurship is a boxing match. And you know how to stay light on your feet.
Today is going to be epic. Today is going to be amazing. All right, here we go. Goosebumps.
She does not understand business. You were really clear. We are hungry.
Cocoa butter and black girl magic through the screen.
Okay, I love your energy.
You are the power.
This is life-changing.
Yeah. Welcome everyone. I'm Quinn Conyers, your energetic MC and master moderator, and you are watching the Black Girl Ventures Tech Pitch Competition sponsored by Medallia and Pillsbury Law. Now, this is not your average pitch event. We're going to have an awesome and amazing time. Our panel of experts, or as we call them, champions, will ask the founders questions and give feedback, but you, the audience, will have the final say. The BGV pitch style actually comes from Black history. Did you know in the early 1900s, during the Great Migration, white landowners raised the rent and Black people threw rent parties where the admission fees were used as a way to prevent evictions. These were not just any parties. You had people like Langston Hughes and Duke Ellington helping with these events. Now here we are, our ancestors' wildest dreams, providing access to capital through engaging communities. You will watch 7 awesome women pitch their business to a set of judges we call champions. Each participant gets 3 minutes to pitch. The champions do not determine the winner. You do. You are the power. You will vote with your dollars for your favorite pitch at Raisify.co. That's RAISIFY.co. Your vote is worth more than just a like. Your donation creates a grant for the person you voted for. Your vote literally can change a life, sustain a small business, and have a major positive impact on families and communities. Now, let me introduce the champions that will be asking questions to help you determine who you will vote for. Up first, we have Tanya Morris, CEO of Mom Your Business. We also have Simeon Watson Jr., Director of Commercial Sales at Medallia. And last but certainly not least, we have Nicole Islinger, Corporate Partner for Pillsbury Law. Now, champions, I'm so excited to have you here on set. I'm going to start with you, Simeon. What's the best business advice you ever received?
Trust your gut. Trust in you first and believe in you.
Good stuff. Tanya?
So for me, it is that in business, there is no failure. Either you learn or you grow.
And mine would be trust your team as well. Create a team of people around you and listen to them.
All right. Thank you, champions. Great advice. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this pitch party started. Our very first founder is Monica Higgins of Garagify.
We have a severe housing crisis. Too many people, not enough housing. And it's so bad that the federal government intends to use the backyards of existing homes to double the housing stock. The process of navigating architecture, permitting, and city codes is complicated. Homeowners have to figure out what they can build and where, then how to get it designed, financed, approved, and built. Garagify's tech is a TurboTax for zoning laws, simplifies this. When homeowners enter their address on our platform, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to view feasible backyard home locations and sizes, projected project cost, and income and more, auto-design floor plans and 3D renderings, then create 90% submission-ready plans on demand. I'm Monica, the CEO of Garagify. I was inspired to become a construction manager because of my mother's horrific experience and write a best-selling book that's been ranked in the top 5% on Amazon, breaking down remodeling into step-by-step pieces. We're doing the same thing for backyard homes using artificial intelligence. I'm joined by David, an architect that's translating complex zoning laws into computer code, and our tech advisor, Brian, a former chief systems engineer for Medtronic. The U.S. market opportunity for backyard homes is $12.4 trillion. And it's driven by the relaxation of zoning codes. We're initially targeting the $69 billion market of single-family homeowners that are older. Our competition primarily focuses on feasibility. We provide homeowners with so much more value. And our key edge is that we provide client-ready reports that integrate site analysis, design, and key financial metrics, along with delivering 90% submission-ready plans on demand. During beta, our software helped us sell nearly $2 million in projects, and we make money via software subscriptions, a la carte purchases, lead generation, and design build. Currently, 1% of our sales is attributed to the software. By 2024, that'll be 70%. Developing strategic relationships with companies that will provide access to our platform to companies that for real estate, mortgage, design, and construction to help grow their businesses will help grow ours. And a long-term vision is to partner with Home Depots and Lowe's, where they leverage our technology to generate $4 million per store per year. We're seeking $1 to $2 million for web development, customer acquisition, sales, and working capital. That'll get us to $6 million in 2024. Garagify, a multi-billion-dollar market opportunity with market traction.
Simeon, I'm going to start with you. Any questions or feedback for her?
Yeah, this is phenomenal. I'll tell you, I've never heard of a solution like this, and it is really interesting. Now, are you anywhere outside of California? Have you all been able to contract or sell your program or your idea outside of the state of California?
No, we're currently in the state of California, but the goal is to expand beyond because the laws have changed across the country.
Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, Monica, this is absolutely tremendous. I mean, I applaud you. I want to add to Simeon's question, what is your expansion plan as those laws have begun to change? What does your expansion plan look like?
The expansion plan, because the entire state of California, we're going to start here because it's our backyard. And the cities that are already have the laws in place, we will develop the coding to codify the zoning laws to expand. So there's about 20 cities across the country that currently have it in place, but with the federal government basically wanting to share this across the country, we'll do it region by region.
Monica, I noticed that you said that right now software is about 1% of your revenue, but you plan to grow to about 70% by 2024. What is the, why the growth in that area? What are you building out that platform right now?
Yes, we are. We actually built it for ourselves, but we see the opportunity to license it to other players in the industry. So, for example, real estate agents could use our software to help produce the reports to help sell listings for backyard listings to make the home sell more quickly. Loan officers could use it to help sell loans because people need to get financing to do the projects. Other construction companies can use it to help them sell projects just the same way that we have. And then designers and architects can use it as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Monica, for sharing your business with us.
Thank you.
What I think is interesting, I am just going through a renovation. I didn't know that the laws were changing to allow this type of backyard. I mean, the impervious space issue that I've always heard about. I didn't know that the federal government was opening this up. I think it's great.
Yeah, she's on something for sure.
Yeah.
I agree, especially if she goes out of the state of California.
Right.
That's a huge opportunity.
To vote, visit Razorify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there is a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
We have another fabulous founder. We have Lorena Felice Santos of DM Life.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lorena. I am the CEO and founder of DM. And I started DM because I'm actually the mother of 2 children with type 1 diabetes. And I lost my grandmother to complications from type 2 diabetes. And we all know someone that has diabetes. Just to share a little bit of the landscape and what's happening around the world, and specifically here in the United States. Right now, we have 88 million people living with diabetes and 34.2 people with diabetes. That number, by the way, is expected to grow in the next 24 years by 51%, which is just insane. And if you think about it, there's only 6,400 endocrinologists for 34 million people. So there's a lot more demand than there is supply. And this has unfortunately led to a very fragmented space, a space that has led to many complications such as kidney disease, heart disease, amputations, and more. And because of the lack of system integrations and that fragmentation, you find that a lot of people with diabetes struggle to keep themselves healthy and living a quality life. And that's where we wanted to build something that really provided access. DM is a unified platform. We're a B2B business. And what that means is that we offer our software completely free to people with diabetes. In fact, the first product that we have, our core product really, it's a community. The community where you can engage with others just like yourself, answer questions, find activities, events, challenges, and a lot more. And why is this important? It's important because, again, remember, there's only 6,400 endocrinologists. So there's a limit to how much education, support, care people are actually receiving. So we're really looking to empower people with diabetes so that they can self-care more efficiently, so that they can have access to everything they need within a single space. In addition, as part of our phase 1 launch, we're also launching a specialized marketplace. And what that means is that any product that a person with diabetes needs, they can find within a single location. As a mom, I can tell you right now, I go to 5 different locations just to get all of my kids insulin, medication, supplies, and a lot more. So it gets a little crazy. And our goal is really to become the go-to destination for everything diabetes, to have a single one-stop shop for everything that you need and make life a little bit easier. A little bit about what's happening in this space. So there's a lot of people in diabetes. There's a lot of competitors, a lot of companies, but a lot of them are focused on only employers. And we're really looking to focus it on community, on the power of people and what they can do. Now, this is a bit of a roadmap. We are going to be launching a phase 2 with our DM Cares, which is our technology hub where other devices and other companies can connect to enhance care for their patients.
I think you're at your time, but thank you so much for sharing your business with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, no problem. Champions, any questions for Lorena or feedback? I'll start with you, Nicole.
Oh, great. Lorena, this was excellent. And you can tell you have such passion for this. So thank you for presenting your business today. I guess my question is, how have you sold this into any employer? You said it's a B2B business. Has anyone picked it up yet? And how are you planning on marketing that?
Yeah, really great question, actually. So we are actually a pre-launch company. We're launching in April. We actually just signed our first client. We also have a letter of intent for a second client, which is a private company interested in advertising to our community. And we already have over 100,000 people in our network ready to join.
That's amazing, Lorena. My son is diabetic, so I certainly appreciate this and thank you for that. But in addition to the freemium model that you have for the patients, what is the revenue model other than that? What is your revenue model?
So as I said earlier, it's completely free for people with diabetes. They don't pay anything. Only within the marketplace do they buy products if they need them. But we don't receive a commission for them purchasing products. We actually charge a fee for all of these sellers within our marketplace to sell products. So they pay directly for participating within our store and buying. We are a SaaS company, again, B2B. So within the community, we have packages for companies like Nike or other that want to really communicate and interact with our population. So we have select locations where they can advertise and also select opportunities for them to participate, such as seasonal campaigns and challenges and more.
Thank you.
Yeah, and with the community option, it looks like you're really focused on them, which is phenomenal. In your marketplace setup, that is a great idea. It's going to really make it to where your community is going to want to come to you to help get the services that they need. So this is a real game changer.
All right, Lorena. Well, thank you so much for sharing your business with us. We wish you all the abundance and success. Champions, that was interesting. That was good. Any other thoughts, comments?
She did a really good job of defining the problem, right?
Yeah.
That there just aren't enough doctors out there to reach all these people, and people do need information.
Yeah, I just wanted to get to the revenue. I wanted to find out how she was gonna, how she was gonna make money. I was looking for her to get to that a little quicker.
Yeah, and in the diabetes space, it's the ease of use.
Yes.
If you can make it really easy for the community, the diabetic community, to get solutions and to get products, that's going to help them with their diabetic needs. So this is a really good solution.
Yep, excellent solution.
We have another fantastic founder who's going to pitch her business. Her name is Stephanie Smith of Simi.
Last year, 75% of small businesses had to pivot to become more digital. But if you've never gone digital before, how do you start? Well, you can follow the prompts on Instagram and boost your content. You'll get some likes and some follows, but no real return on your investment. Stats show that running ads incorrectly can cost you 4,000% more than if you knew what you were doing. Now, to put that into context, that's the difference between acquiring a customer at $25 versus $1,000. And for a small business, that can be detrimental. There's currently no hands-on platform to learn how to run ads correctly without risking real money. I'm Stephanie Smith, and I call myself a paid social guru. I graduated from Georgia Tech, and throughout my 11-year career, I have managed over $100 million in digital advertising media. I teach entrepreneurs and small businesses how to manage ads correctly, so I know firsthand their pain points. So meet Simi. Simi is a digital ad simulator that is a SaaS platform. Now, Simi is designed to teach you everything you need to know to manage paid ads, but more importantly, allow you to practice managing those ads in simulated modules without spending real money. So every day, you'll come into the platform and learn a new way to optimize and improve your simulated campaign. Last year, $130 billion were spent by small businesses on digital advertising media, and that number is expected to grow to $160 billion by 2024. There's around 20 million US businesses that attempt their own digital advertising, but yet 17 million still say they struggle generating traffic and leads. So at this rate, by 2024, that could be $3 trillion wasted. Now, I currently have over 1,000 users on a waiting list ready to get access to the platform, and the MVP is launching this month. I'm so excited. Now, the expansion plan includes fleshing out Facebook and Instagram first, then launching a live campaign monitor for those who are ready to spend real money. Simi will still be there to guide you and help you improve your campaigns. But then taking that and offering it to other digital channels, YouTube, Google, TikTok, Pinterest, etc. Now, I'm raising $1 million this year that'll be split between marketing, development, and team expansion. Now, while I'm a solo founder, I am backed by an amazing advisory board. Monique Mills, she helps startup companies with their go-to-market strategies. Munson Steed is the CEO of Steed Media Group and founder of Rolling Out Magazine and has been a mentor of mine for years. Dave Williams has done 3 successful multi-million-dollar exits and is actually the reason I got started in my career. And Genevieve Boss sits on several tech startup boards and has closed over $250 million in fundraising. And not to mention, my tech partners is helping me build the platform. So if you want to learn more or sign up to be a beta user, you could do so at www.simi.app. Thank you.
Champions, who wants to jump in and give some feedback or ask a question?
Real quick question for you, Stephanie. What is your subscription model?
Yes, so the subscription model is a SaaS freemium model. And so you can have access on the free kind of like knowledge base. There'll be some videos that talk about how to, but more so it'll be a monthly subscription base for individual users to have access to the platform. But then on the enterprise level, if I were to partner, let's just say with a Capital One, then they would have more of an annual subscription for their small businesses.
Could this work for a larger, like a Capital One or, a Nike?
Yeah, so my thought is with like a Capital One who has an entire small business sector, I actually use Capital One, is if they were to license the platform, then they can offer it to their small businesses that, use their products for free, but they would of course pay for the platform. So yes, it works both ways. And then there's also opportunities for digital ad agencies that I've worked with in the past that could use it to help train their new hires.
Yeah, that's interesting because that's actually what I was thinking. So is it more for the small business? Where do you see the greatest potential, with small businesses or with the digital ad agencies? Because, I was kind of wondering how that was going to work. Because as a small business, like I'm trying to think, is this something else that I really want to invest my money into?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And the answer is yes, you do want to invest, right? Because if you're fumbling through the platform, again, that's 4,000% more than if you knew what you were actually doing. And I've been teaching small businesses for years how to do it correctly. So I know they need that knowledge to really grow and scale their businesses, because you can only do but so much organically on social. You're going to have to tap into ads at some point to grow and scale. And you can fumble around, but if you invest in your business and doing it correctly, that just helps you get there faster.
All right, Stephanie, thank you so much for sharing Simi with us. We wish you supernatural success for you and Simi. Champions, got some great questions and feedback. What are you still thinking? I see your legs shaking over there. What you thinking, Tanya?
I just, I'm just thinking about small businesses that I work with and whether or not when they think about, and I get what she's saying about fumbling through, and that's certainly relevant, but at what point do you see the need?
I think your question was really right on point. Yeah. When you're a small business and you only have a finite amount of money, is this something else that you can really afford? And maybe I think Stephanie's answer would be, how can you not afford it? Right. But I think her plan is correct to get a larger company like a Capital One that might be providing money to offer it as a service, as part of their service. That might be a differentiator for a bank.
Yeah, and I was just wondering with Simi, I wonder, is there a way that she can get some type of revenue sharing with some of these larger companies that she was going to, connect with? And if so, I mean, this could be a huge opportunity for down the road.
That's a great point. Some partnerships. Those kind of things,
To vote, visit Razorify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there is a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Up next, we have another awesome and amazing founder who's going to pitch her business. Her name is Amber Thompson from Debias.
Hello, my name is Amber Thompson. I'm the founder of Debias. Now I'm sharing some headlines regarding more recently an issue with Ryan Coogler going to the bank and trying to take money out and being arrested, Black homeowners still facing racism when they're buying a home. And while we've been sharing these experiences, a lot of what we're saying has not been recorded as a fact. And this last headline, where even in the article, it's stating that the law student claims that a sheriff mistook her for a defendant. These experiences that marginalized people face have not been shared empirically, and that's what we're here to talk about today. And I want to start this off with a quote from James Baldwin, where he says, "I can't believe what you say because I see what you do." Now, what if we had a tool that predicted the type of discrimination that would record our individual experience and report it as a fact and show how it happened and support you envisioning something different or build a collective movement? Well, here at Debias, we're taking a technical approach to lower the barrier of entry to solving bias and discrimination. Our transparency allows us to connect experiences we're having to the policies and procedures and practices by drastically decreasing the amount of data manipulation. Our patent pending software generates an intersectional equity rating, predicting the likelihood of bias to mitigate future decisions and deter regressive actions. Essentially, we're collecting all of the attributes that lead to bias. We have 6 companies touching 30,000 people currently across the state of PA, and recurring revenue using our patent pending process, and in talks with membership organizations at a national and international level. We have case studies ranging from assessing Black women's entrepreneurial journey, designing infrastructure and community data hubs, and implementing an equity rubric to hold developers accountable in racial equity goals. And our competitors are also part of the problem. Employers are not only to blame. Based on the report from Mercer, there are over 105 D&I products, diversity inclusion products on the market that do not solve diversity inclusion issues. So we're bridging community economic development membership organizations directly to the communities by acquiring reviews in their communities, publicly sharing and acquiring customers based on who's reviewed. And this takes a rare combination of skills. As the founder, I've designed equitable systems for over 10 years, and my team is technical in approaching in tech and equity. So if you're along your DEI journey and asking, what do I do next? Please contact us at contact@debias.io. Thank you.
Amber, thank you so much for sharing Debias with us. Now we're going to refer to the champions.
I'm going to defer to the lawyer.
Okay, I know. We're going to start with the lawyer.
I did have some questions. Amber, I wanted to ask, you mentioned you have 6 customers right now. What type of companies are they, and are you under contract with them? Are they long-term contracts? Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
All of our contracts have to be at least a year, since we are collecting a lot of data and building basically from the ground up. This doesn't exist. The data doesn't exist. So all of our contracts are in community development. Again, we're trying to touch as many people and holistically look at a company, not just internally in their workplace, but look at their partners, their vendors, supplier diversity, their community engagement, outreach, advocacy, and lobbying. And so we started with community development organizations, working with CDCs and local organizations, and building out to the membership organizations so we can work not only with the communities, but the municipalities and the elected officials as well.
Now, the supply diversity part of that is very interesting and exciting, because there is so much imbalance in that area when it comes to minority contracting. Talk to me more about that, Amber, and what you see happening in that space in particular.
So right now we have a contract in a local community where we're helping to support a data hub, and they're building it the first time a community is developing a cooperative grocery store, first time in developing rights in the city, but they're building a cooperative grocery store in a retail space. So on this project, they're using Debias to ensure that minority contractors and also local hiring. So we're keeping the dollars in that community. We're also bringing pay and gender parity to those contracts. So now the contractors have a place to actually submit and share that they were part of this contract. We have that contract coming in to say, here's the people you said you would hire. Here's what you said you would hire them for. And now we can verify that they were hired, they were on contract, they were paid properly. And also make sure that these are people that we're maintaining for monitoring of that project or future contract development projects in that region.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Can you explain what stage that you're at with your patent pending?
Very early. I filed it in November. It took probably, I'd say, about 1.5 years to validate, and filed in November. So it's a provisional. We have a year. And I just filed the power of attorney document. So I'm trying to stay, it's still proprietary, but I'm just trying not to divulge too much.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Amber. I think Debias is really, really disruptive. So thank you for sharing our business with us. And we're going to talk to the champions for a little bit, but thank you for pitching your business.
This is exciting. This is real. I think this has a lot of potential, really, really exciting. And when she brought up, I've worked in the DBE space, so I can already see what that can actually do in that space. The focus on the community and economic development piece is a little challenging to me, because I'm not really sure about those organizations, but I think that she's really moving in the right direction now.
Yeah, my only question is, with things being such a copycat, can someone beat her to market? I know she's already out there. She has 6 companies right now, but can someone put a huge team on it and jump out there and kind of beat her to the market?
I think that's important too, because another issue I thought is, how does she get the word out that this is what she's doing, and in a concise way that people understand it and understand they need it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, champions, for giving us your insight and feedback. It's always good to hear what you have to say. And again, we wish you much success.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Up next, we have Falashade Okumonkun of Unscripted.
Hello, my name is Falashade Ogunmokin, the CEO of Unscripted TV, where we're disrupting marketing and media in TV. Now sit back, relax, and let's get unscripted. Drastic changes are happening in the Black community. One is that as our spending power is increasing, reaching an all-time high of $1.6 trillion, our net worth is decreasing, plummeting by almost 14% in the last decade. And with this spending power, you'd think that the businesses would direct advertisement towards the Black community, but they're not. They're missing out on a $300 billion opportunity, despite Black media consumption being 12% higher than all other races. And while Black-led content, given a proper budget, dominates the influence on pop culture, shows like Insecure and Blackish, ironically, have a following that's not African American. So what does this all mean? This means that a large sector of people that are making businesses money aren't receiving any benefit back at all. So instead of asking for permission to be acknowledged and supported, it's time that we build our own space, redirect money back into our own community. Unscripted TV is the future of TV by creating an ecosystem of businesses, creators, and consumers all in one interactive place. Here's Seriously, which airs live for viewers to communicate with one another in the sidebar, receive information about the show, and directly connect with the content creators, cast, and crew. And as brands are being displayed on screen, consumers can shop their products without ever leaving. And that's what sets us apart. It's a perfect blend of social media and TV, but free. We're not a boring shopping channel. We're creatively bringing great entertainment and businesses together without fighting for space on your subscription list. With our 3-point business model, we curate content, sell quarterly advertising packages, and place their commercials across our interactive marketplace. By only using 12 hours of content a day, we generate $576,000 a month. And this doesn't include the percentages from direct sales. Our influencers have a reach of over 2 million people and are prepared to host live and hybrid events to promote our network, businesses, and shows. The cast of Unscripted to play the parts include curators of great content, people focused on social justice, programming, and business development. I have a master's in entertainment business and years of experience launching brands and shows. Our advisor, Todd Brown, was the CEO of The Griot, who is now negotiating deals for Black-owned media. On 10/10/2020, we launched our platform during the pandemic, bringing on over 30 content creators. Since then, we've had over 4,000 viewers that watch on average of 4.5 hours each session. And with each partnership and live experience, it only increases. We're asking for $1 million for a year pad to extensively upgrade our technology, operations, and marketing. I hope that your name can be listed on the end screen before the credits roll. Thank you.
Champions, what do you think about Unscripted? Okay, your face is clearly lit up. So I'm going to start with you, Simeon.
Okay, yeah. So quick question for you, Velocity. Is the revenue shared with your content submission or creators?
Absolutely. So we're actually doing a 30-70 split, which means that they would get the bulk of the revenue that we generate from our advertising.
Thank you.
Girl, you the bomb. This is all that for real. This is wonderful. I commend you. And the content creators, are you going to be doing original programming as well as what does the programming look like?
Absolutely. So right now we have a whole bunch of amazing content creators that have submitted their work, but we do have about 7 shows that we've created on our own that are original programming. And we're working with these businesses to actually get funding to do even more original programming so that they can have actual product placement within these new shows. So yes.
Wonderful.
Velocity, do you have exclusivity with any of those creators? Are they exclusive to Unscripted?
Yes, we do have a few exclusive agreements, and oh my gosh, you should see the show for Tragedy and Triumph. But the other goal is, as we're working with these businesses that want to directly fund the shows and the next seasons, those shows that we would create then would be exclusive to Unscripted. So we're starting out where it's like an open field, and then as we build and we grow, we start pulling them in exclusively.
I have one follow-up question. How are you going to find shelf space in the subscription content category? You know, how are you going to get Unscripted up there with, you know, Hulu and YouTube and Netflix? What's your plan for that?
Well, the first thing that you have to realize is that everyone is trying to do what we're doing. They're trying to find a way to have a direct marketing for businesses while also having great content. So the thing that we do off the bat is that. And then the other thing is that we're free. So we're not competing with subscription space. We're not competing for people's dollars. We're literally telling them we have amazing content. We have access to amazing businesses that you can actually shop, and we're for you. So we know that in our community, everyone is really looking for something just like this. And that is our goal, to just keep pushing the fact that we finally cracked the code.
Velocity, are you pre-revenue? Have you made money? It sounds like you've made money on this already.
So we are making money.
Great.
We're not making the most that we can right now, which is why we're here, because we're trying to make sure that we get people involved and to continue to push it. But we have some great things that are coming up. So yes, we are making money.
Well, thank you so much, Falashade. We appreciate you sharing your business with us. You know, Champions, she answered the question because I had a question in my mind. What makes her different from Quayle TV? I don't know if you guys heard of that, but she answered. It's free.
Yeah.
You know, so anybody want to add or?
I think that was my question as well, is how do you get people to leave Netflix or direct attention, just enough attention away so that you are making money, but it's free.
It's free. Can't be free.
It sounds like they're sharing the revenue. That's important to me.
She said 70-30?
70-30 split,
70-30,
yeah, with the content creator. So that's really good.
To vote, visit Razorify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there is a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
All right, we have another pitch participant. We have Marshall Lee of Get Good Ice.
Hi, my name is Marshall Lee, and I'm the founder of Get Good Ice. Get Good Ice is a mobile app and social community that connects its users to ice locations, content, and information. Ice eaters is a large, diverse, untapped demographic constantly seeking places with good ice on many platforms because there hasn't been a convenient place to get this information. They are likely to have anemia or low iron, which can have severe effects on the body's health. Businesses can attract this market by promoting the ice products and services they offer. Health and pharmaceutical companies can also benefit by marketing to this demographic more directly. My goal is for Get Good Ice to connect ice eaters, businesses, and health organizations through the app. While this demographic has not been measured officially, I do have some numbers related to potential market share. There are 10 million Americans with anemia. Again, this is often indicated by eating ice. There are over 1 billion views for ice eating content across social media platforms, many with monetized accounts. There are over 291 million frozen dessert consumers. And there are $835 million worth of sales from ice manufacturers with anticipated growth. I am an ice eater, and I have faced many health issues related to anemia. After several procedures and taking supplements, I have seen improvements in my ice cravings, but I still enjoy eating ice. I know firsthand that eating ice is often a priority over health. I believe that accessible and trusted information can help prevent severe health issues. I started Get Good Ice to make it easier for people to find the ice they want and to promote credible health and treatment information. So the app is like a Yelp for ice. You select a location and the ice type available, add comments and pictures, save your favorites for later, and with ads and notifications, it can be used to promote businesses and health information straight to the user's hands. Since the app's launch in August 2020, we've had over 1,000 downloads. Our busiest season was last summer with over 300 downloads. We have partnered with ASMR influencers, bloggers, and ice eating Facebook groups to promote the app, and we've gained over 1,200 social media followers. We are pre-revenue, and our focus will be to get sponsored ads on the app and social platforms from businesses and health organizations. We will promote our branded merchandise and host online and in-person ice events. Future focus will be on affiliate marketing and iron-infused packaged goods. Our growth has been organic through cost-effective methods, and I am asking for $50,000 to grow Get Good Ice and accomplish more. $25,000 will be used to increase our reach through marketing partnerships, sales efforts, and holding events. The other $25,000 will go towards enhancing the user and sponsor experience on the app and through data analysis. My team is my marketing director, Jalandra Jones, and myself. Thank you.
Get Good Ice. Thank you so much for sharing your business with us. I'm going to refer to the champions. Champions, who wants to jump on Get Good Ice?
I didn't know this was an issue. Marshall, I love that you're bringing this is new information, I think, for a lot of us, but also it sounds like from the number of people that may be suffering from anemia that this is a real problem that you're solving and you're providing them with content. And so I think that's really excellent.
Thank you. I wish I could show y'all the Facebook feeds of everyone eating ice.
As soon as I leave here, I'm going to send this to a dear friend of mine who eats ice everywhere that she goes, like literally everywhere she goes. So this is tremendous. You said your pre-revenue. What is your revenue strategy? What is your strategy?
So I would like to target local businesses and get them to pay to be on the app. And we also partnered with a large Facebook group where they're going to allow us to promote businesses and monetize that way as well. And that Facebook group has about 38,000 members with 11 or 12% engagement, like daily, they're engaged with this Facebook group.
There really is a Facebook group for everything.
It's a thing.
Yes.
If I can follow up with a question on the question that you just stated, what's your year one projected revenue for this particular solution?
So I would like to target and get maybe 5 per quarter. And for the ads being on the app, there's a cost of about $1,500, and that's to get the ads on the app and make sure that that experience is good for the sponsor and for the maintenance of that. So if I can get that amount, I can't do the math right now, but that would be a goal.
And just as a follow-up, so what you're saying is 5 advertisements per month?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 5 sponsors at about $1,500 each.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Marshall, for sharing your business with us.
Thank you for your time.
I literally saw you shifting in your seat. She's like, this is a real thing. Interesting. A whole Facebook group. 38,000
But I
people.
never made the connection to anemia. Like I never made that connection. That's what jumped out to me. I never made that connection, which makes sense. It really does make perfect sense.
Up next, we have Mokame Kinoti Kimoto, founder of Royale's Gaming for Girls.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Okami Kinoti Kimoto, CEO and Chief Girl Crusader at Royals. Mobile gaming is at the heart of kids' social interaction, education, and entertainment. Increased consumption of digital media at young ages has resulted in a global crisis. Our kids are experiencing isolation, depression, poor self-esteem, and limiting mindsets at alarming rates. Moms like me, frankly, all parents are demanding more, particularly for our girls who are disproportionately impacted. You see, gendered notions of intelligence picked up very early affect girls' life pursuits. 6-year-olds think brilliance is much more likely in boys. Middle school girls' interest in STEM plummets as they reach high school, even though we know that some of the most lucrative, impactful careers are in STEM fields, and that increasing the number of girls in STEM can equate to an additional $12 trillion in the global GDP. Royals is leading the charge in shaping an inclusive metaverse with our mobile app-based learning adventures for 6 to 12-year-olds powered by AR, AI, and voice technologies. Gamers can delve into an immersive story about a global peace ambassador on the first human mission to Mars, beam their avatar into their play space, flex STEAM-focused face filters, engage in conversations with their favorite character, even participate in curated virtual events with inspiring role models like the head of tech at NASA, a clinical trials expert in the UK, a gender justice advocate in South Africa, all experiences that activate their leadership potential and inspire STEAM curiosity and confidence. We're disrupting a $180 billion industry whose growth is only accelerating. And with metaverse buzz and acquisition momentum by big tech, bottom line, gaming is the future, and the timing couldn't be more ideal for Royals. Our freemium direct-to-consumer model affords gamers an initial play package they can up-level through in-app purchases and physical merch. An average annual spend of $36 drives our ultra-conservative projections of $5 million in revenue at year 3. We have first mover advantage in building for girls with an inclusion, STEAM, social emotional learning, leadership development mandate. So while our customers offer high entertainment value and miss a critical mark, Royals gameplay serves a more holistic and transformational purpose. The market is responding favorably, testimonials, media features, and partnerships like AWS, who recently spotlit Royals as daring to rise in changing the world through tech. My computer science degree, 25 years in diversity, inclusion, and communications, my board experience with Women and Girls Foundations, coupled with our award-winning tech partner and our seasoned advisory board positions us for high growth and high impact. We bootstrapped, acquired a patent, launched in beta, built a waitlist of 1,500 plus, secured national and global strategic partners, and are now raising $1 million to achieve product market fit, make key hires, and grow our customer base. Thank you for taking a stand for our girls. Together, we will empower them to be bold, fearless, and undaunted architects of their destinies.
Royales, Gaming for Girls. She gave us her pitch. Champions, what do you think?
Well, I'll just say this. I know my little girl, Simone, she would love something like this. This is absolutely for, her demographic. And I just want to know, like, what one thing would you want an investor to do to help you spread this particular solution?
Oh my goodness. Well, the funds that we would win from an experience like this would be instrumental in helping us achieving a really critical milestone. So that funding would pretty much help us with customer acquisition. As a result of the pandemic, our national partners and their affiliates, mostly educational institutions and nonprofits in underserved communities, are leveraging school-issued Android devices. We're also exploring some ways to bring our solution to thousands of schools with a global tech partner. So as a practical matter, getting Royals onto Google Play, onto Chromebooks and Fire tablets is our high priority. And the funding to do that will really help us optimize our partnerships and rapidly grow and scale the business.
Wow. I mean, as a mom of two girls, ages 10 and 7, this is absolutely perfect for them. And I think, living through the pandemic, we're all looking for something educational and even, better to bring to our children. But we are all realistic. They're going to use their devices, right?
Absolutely, they are. I feel like we're really proud of the fact that we've built by girls, for girls, with the goal of really bridging that gap so that all our girls can take their rightful place as the trailblazers and ceiling smashers and disruptors they were created to be.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, ceiling smashers. I mean, just drop the mic right there. That was so good.
I'll be using that just so that you know. Thank you so much. Congratulations. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful to be here, and I really appreciate your support.
Well, champions, I mean, I see a lot of smiles. I don't have 2 girls, I have 2 boys, but, Simeon, anything you want to add?
Oh, this is perfect for my little girl. I mean, like, this will help her see what the future is, and she will smash that ceiling. She will smash that ceiling. That's right.
I love that.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I agree that it would be nice to come home and say, I heard about this new game that isn't just them staring at YouTube or somebody unwrapping something silly on. I also love the thought and effort. We only got a quick glimpse of it, but it looks like an alternate world that she's created here, almost like a Harry Potter-esque. So I could just imagine the girls getting really into it.
Yes, into the metaverse. I think she's right aligned with what's getting ready or what's already starting to happen with the metaverse thing. So she's right on. She's right on point.
To vote, visit Razorify.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. Voting will be open for 7 days. And remember, there is a $5 minimum for your vote to count. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
All right. Well, we heard some awesome and amazing pitches today. Any final lasting words that you want the founders to walk away with? Simeon, I'll start with you.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing and keep breaking those boundaries and breaking those ceilings, because that's helping little girls like my daughter see that she can do absolutely anything. And really, really appreciative of Medallia for allowing us to come and help support this effort.
Awesome. Tanya, any last minute words?
Those were awesome. And this is really my first time in a while hearing all tech businesses. And so that's what really stood out to me was everyone was unique in technology in a specific space. And that was the thing that really stood out to me. So those problems, from Debias to DM, those things are really, really incredibly impactful. So I just want to encourage them to keep on keeping on, keep making those moves that are going to solve problems and really make an impact and change the world.
Yeah, I agree. Just keep telling your story. Keep saying it out loud. The more people that hear what you're doing, the more, exposure you're going to get, and hopefully you'll have that right investor come along, and your company will soar. So this has been wonderful.
Well, thank you, champions. And I personally want to say to the founders, thank you for being courageous. Thank you for really sharing your business with us. I know that a lot of times you can have a business brewing in your brain or your belly, and you're afraid to kind of expose that to the world. And you did that. So I just want to say congratulations, no matter what happens after this business pitch competition, that you remain committed to your business, because there's someone out there who desperately needs what you have to offer to the world. Thank you so much for tuning into the Black Girl Ventures Tech Pitch Competition. I want to personally thank Medallia and Pillsbury Law for being our sponsor. And thank you to the founders. I know you put your heart and soul into this pitch, and the champions for giving us your insight and feedback. Now, Black Girl Ventures' mission is to help Black and Brown women founders gain access to capital, community, and capacity. We are more than just a pitch competition. We are a community. You can follow us on Instagram at Black Girl Ventures and Twitter at BGirlVentures, and visit blackgirlventures.org. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to vote with your dollars at Raisify.co. That's RAISIFY.co. Again, my name is Quinn Conyers, your energetic MC and master moderator. We'll see you soon.